There are a lot of problems that are currently happening in SML, such as the lower effort that's put into videos and some fans are starting to take notice. Or maybe it's the lack of good video ideas which used to come so often. However, one of the most controversial problems that not many people seem to be talking about is the stereotype jokes that are used in SML. And it's not like it's a minor thing, as almost every single character in some sort of way is a stereotype in some way, shape, or form. For example, a lot of the characters are black stereotypes. They all love Kool-Aid and chicken, love rap music, steal, and abuse the welfare system. And to put these things into jokes can be demeaning. And the characters that I'm referring to are Joseph, Black Yoshi, and Tyrone, but primarily Black Yoshi in the older days of SML. And one of the primary examples of this is SML movie Mario the Gangsta, where Mario is approached by Officer Goodman and Officer Brooklyn Guy, and they need help investigating Pookie, and they need Mario to get a piece of evidence from him and get him arrested. And at first Mario didn't want to do it, but when they told him they would pay him $100,000, he was in.
We have a microphone right here. We need you to wear it and go up and try to buy some drugs from him, okay?
Well, why do you need me to do that? That's really dangerous. I'm not gonna do that. Get your other officer to do it.
Well, I understand it's dangerous, Mario, but that's why we're willing to pay you $100,000, okay?
$100,000 just to do that?
Yeah.
Is he for real?
Yeah, 100 grand for real, probably.
Oh, okay, well then, yeah, I'll do it, yeah.
But Mario wasn't really successful in doing so, as Pookie found out he was wearing a wire, so Mario gets Black Yoshi to teach him how to be gangsta so that he can pull off the mission.
So can you teach me how to be ghetto and gangster and like what's hip and hop and all that stuff?
Yeah, folk, come on, follow me, folk.
And this is when the black stereotypes begin, such as Mario having his hat sideways and overalls below his waist, slang words, and bringing up chicken and Kool-Aid. But another character who is also stereotyped is Jackie Chu, who is heavily depicted as an Asian stereotype, such as they eat cats and dogs, they're smart, and can't see because of having slant eyes. And one of the primary examples of this is SML movie Bowser's Chinese Food, where Bowser confronts Chef Pee Pee about his food once again, telling him he wants authentic and traditional Chinese food as a real Chinese man would make it. But Chef Pee Pee didn't have a clue on how to do it, and of course, while arguing with each other, they had to make stereotypical remarks such as slanted eyes and pre-calculus when he ate the Chinese food. So Chef Pee Pee decides that instead he'll order Chinese food and calls a Chinese restaurant to make him the authentic Chinese food. However, Chef Pee Pee called a number thinking it was a Chinese restaurant because the phone number had eggs in it, but quickly found out he was wrong. But the person he's on the phone with is Jackie Chu, who in this video is Chinese. So Chef Pee Pee asks him if he can make Chinese food, and Jackie Chu says that just because he's Asian and his eyes are slanted doesn't mean that he can cook Chinese food, and calls Chef Pee Pee racist.
Yes, is this a Chinese restaurant?
No, this dry cleaner. Why everybody think this Chinese restaurant? You not funny. Don't call him no more.
No, wait. I really need Chinese food. You're Asian, right?
You think just because I'm Asian and my eyes are slant that I know how to make a Chinese food? You racist.
But then he says that he can cook Chinese food, and he says he'll be there in 1 minute. And when Jackie Chu arrives, the stereotypical jokes keep getting brought up, such as Jackie Chu catching and cooking a cat, Jackie Chu being smart and having a PhD in calculus, and mentioning that Jackie Chu's kids work in a sweatshop. However, in older videos, these jokes were never supposed to be taken literally and were only supposed to be taken as jokes. And nowadays, the problem with stereotype jokes in SML is getting a little bit extreme in my opinion. And a lot of it came with Jeffy, who has shown himself numerous times to be one of the most controversial characters in SML. One of the most controversial things Logan did was make Jeffy an offensive stereotype to those with special needs. However, even though this caused some controversy, it was revealed that Logan never intentionally made Jeffy a special needs stereotype and just wanted Jeffy to act similar to how Chef Poo Poo acts. But though the situation was all just a huge misunderstanding, it was still the start of the fire for a whole bunch of more stereotypical problems in the future of SML. For example, if you remember how I talked about characters who are black stereotypes, I mentioned a certain character that I haven't yet talked about, which is Joseph. In his earlier appearances, Joseph was just a minor character who was one of Junior's early friends. But unlike characters such as Toad and Tanner, who were seen as one of Junior's many friends, they never ended up making making it to be his best friends. And you can argue that maybe Toad is one of Junior's best friends, but he's not in that group of 3 of Junior, Joseph, and Cody that we all know. And at first, Joseph was depicted as a black stereotype, but it was mostly stuff like basketball. But throughout the years, Joseph slowly but surely became one of the worst characters that was depicted as a black stereotype. For example, in SML movie Joseph's House, it was revealed that both Joseph's mom and dad were seen dead, at least at the time, which could be construed as a black stereotype, which would show that his parents aren't there for him, which is a very common stereotype even in SML, where there have been some references to it. And the stereotypes kept going even after he turned human in SML movie The Human Potion, where he appears with a basketball shirt, which isn't really bad.
Okay, guys, how do I look?
Joseph, you look so cool!
Oh, dude, I'm black!
I knew it!
And you have braces!
Oh, man, dude, look at my shirt. Doesn't it look awesome? It's a basketball shirt.
That's so cool!
Oh, man.
But this is when Joseph started to become more aggressive when it came to him and his ancestors, which is a running gag that has been going on with other characters, such as Black Yoshi and Tyrone. However, instead of being aggressive like Joseph, Black Yoshi uses it more for comedic and sarcastic purposes, which he's seen doing multiple times when wanting a new Call of Duty game every year. But looking at Joseph, if we look at SML movie Cody's Bad Word, he's seen being super aggressive to Cody because he said the word inward, meaning inside, thinking it was the N-word.
Pull it inward.
Whoa! Dude! Cody, what was that about?
What? I just said just pull it inward.
Oh, he said it again!
You're calling Joseph the N-word!
No, I mean like bring it inward.
And even though Cody tried multiple times to apologize or move on from the situation, Joseph, Junior, Tyrone, and Judith kept calling Cody a racist until he apologizes one more time and everything goes back to normal. But this is just one of the many examples of SML stereotype problems. The next character to have the same issue is Cody. Just like Joseph, Cody was also a minor character for a while, being depicted as the nerdy and smart kid in class, but throughout the years of Cody hanging out with Junior and Joseph, Cody started to change into a different character, from him being a smart and nerdy character to a gay character who loves dolls. However, this wasn't really a problem until the introduction of Timmy, where we didn't really think anything of Timmy, and then it was revealed that he was secretly gay. But he never revealed it until SML movie Junior the Crazy Boyfriend, where he was seen having an intimate relationship with Cody. And this was when Cody went from the smart and nerdy character who loved dolls to a character who's just fully gay, fully and openly gay, as if it's his whole personality with Timmy. And even Logan realized how big of a problem this became on Chili's vlog channel in a video titled YouTube Got Mad at Me. And in the video, Logan tells the audience that YouTube age restricted SML movie Cody's hot dog restaurant. The reason being the heavy amount of graphic content in the video that revolved around Cody and Timmy. But when this happened, Logan realized how big of a problem this became and brought up the idea of possibly ending their relationship.
I think we're gonna not have any more major overly graphic scenes like that anymore, especially with Cody and Timmy. Might end the whole Cody-Timmy relationship altogether, because I don't really think anyone really likes that. Might just make a video where Timmy isn't like that anymore, and Cody's back with Ken, and just focus on the Huckardoos being, like, you know, stuck up and, like, neighbors that are, like, sometimes, you know.
And even though the jokes are meant to be funny, it doesn't really come off that way, and it becomes an issue and unfunny when they overuse the gay stereotype, ruining how the audience will think of the characters in future videos. And relationships in SML as a whole are a different type of problem. If you're interested in a video of the many bad relationships in SML, go down in the comments and let me know if you want to actually see that. And if I see a lot of comments, I'll probably make that into a video. But going back to the stereotypes, one final stereotype is the representation of trans people in SML. Even though this problem only happened in one video, or at least that I know of, I still think it'll be a good idea to mention this, as it has to do with the stereotype problems we see currently in SML. And the video I'm talking about is SML movie The Volleyball Game. And there are many other stereotypes in this video as well. For example, when Penelope appears crying to Junior and Joseph that she didn't make the volleyball team, instead of comforting Penelope, they make fun of the fact that nobody watches anything women's sports related and that girls are simply not good at sports.
Well, you can't be shocked that you didn't make a men's volleyball team.
It was a girls' volleyball team, Junior.
They have a team?
Yes.
People actually watch it?
Yes.
And enjoy it?
Yes.
No way, lying.
And they wouldn't let me play with them.
Well, don't be sad, Penelope. No one's even gonna watch that team play.
There's plenty of people that watch women's sports, Junior.
And maybe in comparison to men, okay, fine, but girls can play sports if they want to. And when all this stuff becomes jokes, it's very easy to overlook real life stuff when you're not watching a show or, for example, SML. But after Junior and Penelope's argument, Junior and his friends go against the girls' volleyball team to prove that boys are simply better at sports than girls. And the jokes that are made when Wilma is on screen are the stereotypical jokes that trans people are not the gender they show to be. The characters keep talking about how Wilma is a boy and that he's one of those transformers. And with all the examples I've mentioned, it shows the stereotypical problems that happen in current SML. And for example, you may not agree with trans people and think that they're still a boy or still a girl, which that's how I think. But to make jokes at another person and to demean them, that's where you cross the line. And I know a lot of these stereotypes are jokes, but there is a certain line you don't really want to cross when it comes to the viewer's personal life. It's possible that a lot of viewers have been made fun of when watching SML. For example, I heard that Prince Abu Dhabi was very offensive to Middle Eastern viewers who watched SML, and some people were commenting about it. And don't think that I'm just singling out SML here. This is just because this is SML theory, and I want to see SML do better with their jokes rather than just making fun of people. Have actually like smarter jokes, like plays on words, for example. And there are so many other shows that are 10 times worse, so SML is in no way the worst. For example, look at South Park, they have so much. However, what I really hope comes from this video is that the jokes in SML will improve, because a lot of them do seem to be a bit crude, and I think that they can do so much better. So much better. During the early days of SML where cussing wasn't as common, I remember dying laughing at those videos. So hopefully something will change, but let me know down in the comments your thoughts on SML's current stereotype problems. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and click on this video here.